Given how big Rodgers and Hammerstein have loomed over the theatrical landscape and the number of books are published about them, is there anything new to say? Well, no, but Todd S. Purdom offers a great introduction for newbies and sufficient fresh insights to participate readers familiar with this story. An experienced political reporter, Purdom goes moonlighting to delightful effect in something beautiful. His journalistic abilities are evident, and disaffectionate tribute to this team who rewrote the rules for American musical theater. Something Beautiful is thoroughly researched and written, seamlessly blending a chronological story of the productions with cogent analyses of their influence on American culture.
The most distinctive aspect of Purdom's portrait is his attention to the oddly distant relations between Rodgers and Hammerstein, despite the united front they presented to the world. Each confessed late in life he had never really known what the other thought of him, and Purdom delineates the careful, starchy formality of their professional interactions. Hammerstein felt he was patronized as the team's junior member, a journeyman wordsmith to Rodgers' musical genius. Rodgers, by nature reserved and chilly, resented the perception that he was less lovable than his ebullient collaborator. These are interesting sidelights, though they do not change our basic understanding of a partnership forged by two theater veterans who did not want anything that looks like a good musical comedy.
Both Rodgers and Hammerstein knew all about those. Each served his theatrical apprenticeship at a time when musicals were casually assembled potpourris of songs and jokes linked by sketchy plots. With his first partner, Lawrence Hart, Rodgers had produced a raft of these delightful trifles, remembered now only for his glittering music and Hart's witty lyrics.
Hammerstein had broken this mold as early as 1927 with his adaptation of Edna Ferber's novel Showboat, a pioneering music drama featuring an interracial couple. Then he had a string of flops and a miserable stint in Hollywood before connecting in 1942 with Rodgers, who was cranking out hits but had grown increasingly frustrated by his alcoholic, erratic partner.
Hart had no interest in adapting Lynn Riggs' folksy play Green Grow the Lilacs, but both Rodgers and Hammerstein were excited by the challenge. Oklahoma and a revolution were in the making. Purdom sketches this necessary background in two brief chapters before diving with gusto into the oft-told story of how Oklahoma transformed musical theater and launched an industry-dominating entity soon known simply as R&H. He reminds us it was not just the integration of dances and songs into the storyline, or the use of musical numbers to develop the characters, that made the show so influential. Oklahoma felt genuine, sincere and all-American, qualities important to a nation engaged in a world war.
Purdom demonstrates that R&H were committed artists operating comfortably within commercial parameters.
This appreciative survey of their joint achievements may not break new ground, but it is a welcome return to theatrical territory that always rewards further exploration.